outcast. Welcome to the Volo podcast. No cap. True stories, what you know about that?
Welcome back to the Volo podcast. I'm your host, ElVago. Today with me, I have Ernie G and Checo. They're my co-hosts today. And Repo Man couldn't make it today. He got caught up in Dallas doing some stuff. I'm going to try to get him on a later date. But today we have Gabe Herrera, a badass tattoo artist. He has a lot of cool stories. He's done a lot of work on my face. You know, he's no joke. He's a really, really good artist. Well, hey, Gabe, what's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. Glad to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
Hell yeah, man. You know, I'm glad you fell into the last spot, man. I wanted to get you on later on, but you know, it was a good opportunity today. You know, you tattooed me today, so I was like, well, might as well, right?
Yeah, everything works out.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. So, where are you from, man?
Originally, I was born in Corpus Christi, but as a youth, spent a lot of my time in Pasadena, Texas.
Yeah.
Most of my mom's family is from Houston, so between here, back and forth, Pasadena, Texas. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Did you go to school over there?
I went up until like I'd probably say about 5th grade.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like 3rd to 5th grade, then 6th to 7th. Came back to Portland. I'm originally from my mom's family's from Houston, Pasadena.
Mm-hmm.
Then my dad's family's from GP, Portland.
Yeah. You still have your mom and your dad?
Oh yeah.
That's good, man. That's badass, bro.
Yeah.
You get along with them pretty good?
Yeah. I mean, we're on we're on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Touch
That's
base.
cool, man. Brothers and sisters?
I'm the youngest of 4, so yeah, I'm the baby.
Yeah.
But I got an older brother. He's probably about, I don't know, almost 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
And I got 2 other sisters. They're both older than me.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
What do they do?
My brother is a metal worker by trade. You know, my dad has always been a welder.
Yeah.
He's always had his kids, do the same thing. Little helpers, My sisters, man, I feel bad. I really don't even know what they do.
Yeah.
Something like in the medical field. They're both bossed up, Like,
Yeah, that's
they do what
badass,
they gotta
bro.
do.
Hell yeah. How'd your family think about you tattooing?
Man, I've been doing it for so long. It's already been, over 20 years already.
Yeah.
So I mean, but yeah, when I first started, it was pretty cutthroat. Nobody wanted to show me anything, so had to do it like on my own.
Yeah, that's how I did it too, man.
Yeah.
I tried to get apprentice and stuff. Nobody wanted to do anything.
Yeah,
So I fucked up a lot of people when I first started, fool, man. I did a lot of shitty ass work, but hey, that's how you learn, you know what I mean? And I got better and better. And so,
Yeah, you always get the opportunity, to correct your mistakes and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, every day is a learning opportunity. If you're in the tattoo game and you think you're mastering it, just get out now. There's no mastery.
How you feel about all the tattoo shops here in town?
I mean, it's great. There's so much talent in this city.
Yeah, there is a lot of talent in this city.
It's amazing. And then to see everybody, come together. A lot of the tattooers, talk on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know I communicate with a lot. So
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so much talent in this place. Untapped talent. Yeah.
Did you ever tattoo out the house?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah, man.
I don't know about now. Back then, they were super strict. Like I had a health department show up to my house. I got in trouble for that. I don't know if they still do it now. They still do that too.
I mean, it's got to be bad. Somebody's got to tell on you, but
yeah. I remember how I used to always have friends that had tattoo shops, and I have to go there to order my supplies because you couldn't just go and order it because you had to be a part of a shop, and they had to be delivered to a shop. I remember that. Man.
Yeah, you actually had to have like a bloodborne pathogen or something.
Yeah.
You couldn't. Amazon wasn't there. There wasn't no 2-day needles or $50 machines.
But you know what? I think saved a lot of people's lives and their health and stuff is whenever they went to disposal. When they started setting disposal more.
Oh yeah.
Because when I started, it was only metal tubes, and you had to boil them and disinfect them and stuff, and then repackage them and stuff like that, and
make your own needles.
Yeah,
too.
and the ink too, man, and the fucking black powder and shit.
Yeah, I came from that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I came from the old school and the new schools now, because I mean, there's so much technology is so available now that it's so easy to take off and run with the tattoo thing.
Yeah,
so,
for real, man.
Yeah, it's just how bad do you want it?
Yeah. How many tattoos you think you do a month?
A month, man, it's pretty off the charts. But I mean, I try to only work 8 hours a day, maybe 10 sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try to go in like early now. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jason will probably say something about me coming in.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jason Perez, just one tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I try not to stay, past 3 or 4 o'clock, so I could be home with the kids when they get out of school.
Yeah. I remember I gave Jason I gave him, but I sold him his first set of tattoo machines.
Oh, yeah.
That was a long fucking time ago, man. And I don't even think they were that great, man. They were all right, but Jason got really fucking, he was always been a badass painter, man. I remember when I was working at Spidey's, whatever, he was doing paintings and stuff, and they were like real badass and shit.
Yeah, just a well-rounded artist, man.
Yeah, he's really good, man.
I'm glad to be around them, like,
yeah.
24/7. Just learn off each other. Like I said, there's no mastery in it. It's how far you want to take it.
But that's the thing with tattooing, man, that a lot of artists, I think, fail because, as an artist, there's a lot of big-headed people.
Mm-hmm.
And, they tattoo okay, but they never advance because in their mind, I'm better than everybody else. They stick to their way, but their art doesn't evolve, Like when I tattooed, I remember I would watch everybody that was good tattooed and I'd pick up a little bit of, a little bit of pointers here and there. And I got better and better and better, and I think that's a good way to get better. You have to work with tattoo artists that are better than you.
Definitely. And then the old saying, like you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah.
It's pretty true. I mean, a lot of people are so deeply rooted into the way that they've been taught.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to break bad habits. That's the biggest thing, is breaking bad habits.
Yeah, you have Carl Alexander tattooing.
Oh man, Carl Alexander.
Beast, man.
Shout out Carl Alexander.
Yeah,
he had a
beast,
tattoo seminar.
Yeah.
I think he's only had one ever.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I was a part of that. Shout out Carl.
Yeah.
Carl, you're the reason my black and gray got better.
Hell yeah, man. Carl's fucking badass.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Shout out Carl Alexander.
Yeah, man. Shit. So, how long you been tattooing?
Man, like I said, it's been about 20 years.
Yeah.
20 some years and some change. Every day's a new day, though. School's in session every day.
Yeah. Where'd you go to school at?
I went to GP, but 2-time or 3-time freshman. So yeah, I got kicked out. Yeah. Hey, what? Take it where I can get it,
Yeah. You're in trouble or what?
Man, I just never went.
Yeah.
I had a dad that, he woke up at 5 a.m., was at work until 6 p.m. So it's like
ass whoopings didn't come to 7th grade.
7th grade. By that time, I'm already out of the house, dude. In the streets doing hood rat shit. So.
Oh shit. Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Did you graduate?
I graduated from a private school here in Corpus.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was like kind of like a GED program. But I mean, you shell out a couple extra bucks.
Yeah.
You get a diploma, walk across stage, all that. But yeah, that was like in 2003, 2004.
Yeah. That's bad. That's good, man. How old are you?
I'm 40.
You're 40?
40, 39, 40. I don't even know. I don't remember. Yeah.
Kids,
I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
My son just turned 13 yesterday, so got a teenager in the house, and he's my mini-me, man. He's like exactly like me. Then I got a 7-year-old son, Troy, and I got a 3-year-old daughter, that's Serafina. And I got my wife, my lovely wife. I've been with her for, it's been over 22, 25. I don't know, man. I lost.
Yeah, but that's badass,
track.
man. Because relationships really don't last no more, man. Like me and my wife have been together 20 years. This year makes it 20. Yeah,
that's
and it's
beautiful.
weird because it feels like I've never been with nobody else. You know
that's what I was telling my wife. I'm like, I've been with you longer than I've been without you. So I mean, I don't even know. Like, yeah. But yeah, that's my rock, man. Like, gets everything taken care of.
Yeah. She's the one that picked out your shirt,
right? Yeah, make sure it came fly and shit.
Man, I know tattooing, man. You must got some crazy stories, man, of shit you've experienced and seen.
Man, where to start? Yeah, there's crazy ones. Shout out to all y'all crazy people that just keep it spiced up every day,
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
What was one of the craziest pieces you ever did?
Man, one of the craziest pieces I ever did, and it was here in Corpus Christi. Some guys actually ran like a fantasy football competition or something like that. Long story short, the winner paid for the loser's tattoo, but the winner got to pick it out.
Oh shit.
And they were in the lobby, trying to figure out what they were gonna get. And by the time it came up, they wanted a Pokemon, man. They wanted a Squirtle going to town on a Jigglypuff, man.
Oh, man.
And at first I was like, what? But seeing the drawing, I was like, all right. The Squirtle's just aggressive, like ready to tear up the Jigglypuff. The Jigglypuff's just like feeling it, loving it. Yeah, after the tattoo was done, he was like, fuck, man, I was really worried about wearing this, but he's like, that's pretty sick, man. I'm like, yeah.
Where was it at?
It was like on his calf or on his leg or something.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but at the end of it, he was like, man, I'm gonna show this off. I'm like, shit, hell yeah. Kind of weird, but shit.
Yeah. Shit. What other crazy stories you got about that?
Man, I've seen people just like I mean, you got people that are just inebriated on different kind of stuff. Like once you realize that they're really like gone, that they're like on something, you know, you gotta kick them out. You know, pick them up, get them out of there. But you know, I've had a excuse me, I had a lady come in, and I really don't like you know, touching like or grabbing or like huggy.
Yeah,
I hate that whole stuff, man. And I had a lady come in, and you know, she felt like she had the right to put her hands on me and tell me like what to do. Like, yeah, get to it, honey. Like, hurry up and do this tattoo. And I'm like, whoa. First of all, you know, hold up, back it up. But yeah, I had to tell her straight up, like, yo, you know, I'm a professional. You know, you come to me for something good. You know, not a novelty. You know, like, can't just pay me like a street hoe. You know what I'm saying?
I think the best tattoos always come out when someone gives the artist full, you know, full, how would you call it?
Full creativity, man.
Yeah, on the tattoo, man. I think those are the best tattoos, you know, when someone goes and tells you, hey, man, I want this, but, you know, you go with your, you know, and then you know what it's going to look like. So
yeah, definitely,
it comes out better. I hate when someone go there, oh, can you add this? Oh, no, can you do it like this? And then, like, you're like, man, that's not going to look right. And, you know, but they make you feel good. Well, I'm paying you, so I want this. And then you do what they say, and then sometimes they'll be like, oh, well, this guy didn't do a good job.
Do this? Yeah. That's one of the biggest things that I struggle with. But again, it's all about trust. Like they have to have the trust in you. You know, most of my regular day-to-day clients are like, I don't even know, man, do your thing. It's always the people that have the most or the least amount of tattoos, like the bare minimum, that are just so picky. Like, oh, this has got to be like that. And I get it, you know, I get it. Some people aren't trying to cover their whole bodies, you know, they just want, you know, one fancy line and that's it.
Do you think the tattoo shows kind of fucked it up for the tattoo industry?
Yes, definitely. Yes.
Yeah.
Like terribly. As soon as you hear that question, like, do you watch this certain show? You know, we won't name drop here, but do you watch this show or this show? And it's just like, oh God.
Then they want to tell you the life story like the show.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, I can give them enough uh-huhs, you know, like 10 uh-huhs, and I'm just like, I'm out of it.
I'm done.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's all you get.
Getting his tattoo from my dog because he graduated on his birthday.
Yeah, like, can you put some of his blood in the ink or something?
Yeah, man. I had some people bring me ashes before. You know, they wanted to get something for their family, whatever. And it's kind of weird. Like, oh, shit. All
just throw it over your shoulder. Like, yeah, it's in there. Don't worry about it. You got it.
Then it gets infected.
And shit. You got it. Yeah. What happened here? Well, I don't know. Maybe you put your dog's ashes in it.
Yeah, man. It's a trip, bro. I've experienced myself, you know, back in the days with that shit.
Definitely.
Yeah. But, I was going to ask you, yeah, man. So, what other crazy stuff you got going on in tattooing?
Tattooing, man, it's never a dull moment, like I said. But, I mean, here recently, I've really tried to get back to artistic roots. Because I don't want to be known as a tattoo artist, you know? I want to be known as an artist that just so happens to know how to tattoo. Yeah. Amongst a bunch of other things. So here lately, I've really, you know, dove back into just painting, just trying to paint. If I can name drop, I'm gonna shout out Desire Arts. He hosts the art walk, not on People Street. It's the other street. I'm not even familiar with it. It's in front of Graffiti's, in front of K Space. Yeah, but he puts on the street art section of the art walk. Yeah, and he invited me and Devin Costades. Shout out Devin Costades. It's my little tattoo homie. Also gets down. But yeah, man, he invited me there to come paint, and honestly, I felt like it rebirthed something inside of me, you know. Yeah. Back to painting, because for me, that's where it all started. Was painting, man. Graffiti, like till I die. I think I'll be 60. And you still tagging, man.
But your style is what, more graffiti like?
Yeah, I mean, I prefer graffiti, but as far as like the tattoo and stuff, the really popular thing, and in the south coast of the U.S. is black and gray. You know, portraits, realism. So
Yeah, I saw that portrait you did of DMX. Man, that came out fucking badass, man.
appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Real good. I still want to get that Tony Soprano
I
tattoo.
got you, man. I got you. We'll work on it.
Hell yeah, man.
But yeah, every day, like I said, is a learning experience. So school's in session every day. Just get it.
Yeah. What was the biggest painting you ever done?
The biggest painting, you know, I've done murals and I've done other stuff like that, like commission paintings. A few years back, I want to say it was like maybe 2015, 2016. There was a hot rod style bar / restaurant, and it was located in Gregory, Texas. It was called Cruisers, and the owner of it was Dennis and Lillian Helms, R.I.P. Lillian Helms. She passed away a few years ago. But they had a nice like hot rod restaurant, and they just let me go off, man. Like do whatever hot rod-esque, like Rat Fink, old school style painting.
Yeah, that's just badass.
And yeah, they just let me go off, man. And then from there, I mean, I've had a bunch of paint jobs, but that one was one that I was really, really proud of.
Have you ever been to that Rat Fink museum?
I haven't, man. I haven't. I really want to go.
Justine said she went over there. She said it was badass.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking shit out.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Ed Roth, Rat Fink, right here. You know,
he's badass, man. He got a lot of badass art, a lot of badass cars and shit. And
definitely inspiration on my life.
Yeah. What's it called? What's your newest piece that you've been working on paintings?
Honestly, I haven't really done like a lot of big scale paintings, but at the moment, you know, I got a couple small commissions from friends. Like I'm painting some shoes right now for a buddy. I really I'll be done by tonight. I'll be done by tonight. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I got a few other things in the works, like possibly painting, you know, automotive. I want to shout out my buddy Luis Flores. He owns a body shop in Gregory, Texas, and he's a painter. And me and him have linked up a couple times, and you know, done some custom painting.
Yeah.
But I think that's really what I need to like jumpstart, you know, the art inside of me. It's just painting, you know.
Yeah.
Try to tackle everything.
You know how to use the airbrush?
I do. I actually do. I've done a few airbrushings.
Yeah. I always wanted to do that when I was a kid, man. It looks badass, real cool.
Hey, it's never too late, man.
But you got time, bro. You got to flip burgers now.
You ain't got time. You got to make the time.
Shit, I ain't got time for nothing.
Why you flipping a burger?
There you go. Yeah. Airbrush a burger. Shoot.
Yeah, airbrush a burger. I always wanted to get.
Cooked all the way
Yeah. I always wanted to get one of those. What is it, like a brander for the top of the burgers? Put the Vago Devil on there.
Man, that'd be badass, dude.
I wanted to do that, but I just haven't yet, man. Yeah, bro.
Heck yeah, man.
Fucking and tattooing, man. What is the biggest piece you ever did?
I've done whole torsos, whole backs. I've done whole sleeves. One sleeve I'm really super proud of. Man, I don't even know his last name. His first name's Josh, so I feel terrible. Sorry, Josh. My bad. But he got a whole like nature scene on his arm. And when I met him, he didn't have anything on his arm. I did a bunch of stuff like trees and, you know, wolves and a galaxy, and that stuff was crazy. But there's another piece on my buddy, my good buddy Shane. He did a whole Transformer sleeve, and when I met that guy, he was gonna get something completely opposite. You know, we talked about some stuff that he was gonna get, and he ultimately had to wait like 2 months because I stayed pretty booked out. And by the time that he came in for his appointment, he was like, "Forget everything, bro. I saw your color. Just do some wild Transformers color, comic book, movies stuff." And I was like, "You serious, bro?" And yeah, man, that dude dedicated over 100 hours in his arms.
Yeah, that's badass.
And it's full color, you know, crazy. That's the type of stuff I'm like,
yeah.
I always tell everybody the best ideas happen on the spot.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't think about it too much. It's always about a vibe. It's one thing I want to tell people is like, do research on your artist. You know, don't go to who you think is the best because people say that he's the best. You know, do your research, and then don't go to an artist that does, you know, crazy colorful stuff and then make them do something black.
Yeah.
Or you know, don't go to a lettering artist. Be like, yeah, I love your letters. I love your letters. Can I get a cartoon?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because he can be good at what he does, you know, not just anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him something that he'll excel and actually like, you know.
Yeah. My biggest pet peeve about tattooing was when people would come in, hey man, I love your work, man, but you know, they want a $500 piece for $100.
Yeah.
You know, when you tell them, hey, I'm sorry, you know, I can't do it for that price, and they're like, oh well, my homeboy said he'll do it. Oh yeah, what shop is that? Oh no, he does it in his garage. Well, why you come over here for then?
Yeah.
If you can get it cheap and you know he's your homeboy, do it over there. You know,
You got to put them people on the spot, man. You got to grill them. You got to be like, all right, well, where does he live? Let's go. I'm down. I should know him. Shit. I mean,
I ain't gonna tattoo anymore. You know, I mean, I probably will every once in a while, family members and shit like that. Just you know, just because you know, I've been itching to do it. It's been like what? I stopped right before COVID in 2020.
You should, man. Do it.
It's
I'll let you
just-
tattoo me, man. Tattoo me. Hell yeah.
Some pieces you need to finish.
Yeah, I
Right?
know,
Yeah.
man. This dude has
Yeah.
a shout out on his chest with the black eye because it looks like a black eye. That's the only part that's shaded.
I'll punch everyone.
Yeah.
Check out the top, man. Check was like, damn, man, I'm here. I'm trying to get tattooed.
Yeah, I got to finish some work on my other son too, and it's just I don't know. My wife has a lot of unfinished work because we always you know do this and that. It just I don't know, bro. I had lost you know motivation to do it for a while.
That's the thing,
Yeah.
you know. That's that's kind of the boat that I'm in right now, you know. But the whole art thing is just, you know, getting back to the roots mainly.
Yeah. But I would do too, man. When people would come in, they were like, "I want this, I want that." I would always tell them, "What's your budget?" And I'm thinking in my head, I do it for $300. Like, oh, I got $400. Like, all right, I do it for that. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes people be like, "Oh, I only got like $150." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I can't do it for that price." You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I would try to work with everybody just to, you know, keep work, whatever, just a tattoo and shit like that. And because back then it was hard, bro. I'm pretty sure it's the same now, but when I was there, a lot of people were tattooing out the house, man. I mean, like a lot,
Yeah.
you know, and it was, you know, we were feeling it at that time. You know, that's when all the shows were popping and shit.
Yeah.
You know, what was it? New York Ink, LA Ink,
They'll
Ink
hype you up, man.
Masters,
They'll
and-
hype you up.
yeah, you know what I mean? So everybody wanted to tattoo, you know, everywhere you went, everybody was tattooing. So,
Yep.
you know, it just, you know, I tattooed in Galveston, I tattooed in Houston, I tattooed in Victoria, I tattooed in Corpus, you know what I mean? So that was going, I know, you know, you were going everywhere for a minute, huh?
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been to Colorado, LA, San Diego, bunch of places. Yeah.
Yeah. My homegirl Linda, man, I did a lot of work on her shitty work too, man, from back in the days. Can you fix my Uncle Ben? There's one dude did a tattoo on her or whatever.
Hey,
And it looks like Uncle
Uncle
Ben.
Ben?
Yeah, it was all dark shading, man.
fuck it. Put a box of rice under it. Let's go. Let's roll.
Yeah, man. I've you know, I was real I did a lot of head tattoos back then. A lot of people were coming in for head tattoos. I did quite a bit back in the days. All black and gray. I did color every once in a while, but I was more known for black and gray, so you know, I just kind of stuck to that.
Hey, the head's a difficult area to tattoo. I mean,
But I like it because the skin's tight, so when you run
Yeah.
the needle under, you ain't gotta, you know, spread with your hand or you know, it was a little bit better. You just gotta be careful how you hold the machine. If you go sideways, you can blow off the lines and stuff. You just gotta hold steady, just you know.
there you go, man. You already got it. You got to get back into it,
And
bro.
the hard part was tattooing fat guys' necks.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, man. You gotta and the ridges and
I
stuff.
already
It's
had
like,
one myself, so
nah.
you know, it was kind of hard, you know. But yeah, I miss tattooing, man. I talk about doing it all the time. I just haven't really done. I've been so busy with the restaurant, and I have some other stuff popping up now. And now I got this podcast, you know what I mean, that I kind of fell into. And
Hey, things
Fuck
happen
it.
for a reason,
yeah,
man.
that's what they say, man.
Everything happens
yeah.
for a reason. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Shit, man. What's your best black and gray piece you think you did?
Man, I love them all. I love them all. Shout out Corpus Christi. I
Yeah.
love all y'all. I love them all. I love every single tattoo. I don't know, man. I prefer color.
Yeah.
I prefer new school color. And I don't think I've done a new school color tattoo, and I don't know, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I love them all, man. I enjoy all of them.
Yeah. You need to
Yeah.
finish Checo's face, man.
Yeah, right. I told you that day. Yeah, we should.
I wanted to go today, but I had to work.
We'll do it. Nay, we'll do it next time. We'll just do
Next
it in
Monday.
here.
I have to work on a Sunday.
We'll just tattoo right here.
I told him, dude, you had to make his face look like a puppet, dude. Put the lines right here.
Just the whole
Yeah.
thing, everything.
Should
Shit.
do it for him.
Hell yeah.
You're already ugly, way.
Damn.
I just fucked it.
I didn't say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, man. Shit. But you ever had to throw somebody out?
Man, now that I think of it, politely, never like,
Yeah.
grab them, but Yes, it's like I said. I mean, you could tell right off the bat when somebody's belligerent.
Yeah.
Like they're way too inebriated. Plus, I mean, that's illegal in Texas.
Yeah, it is.
They could wake up the next day and be like,
I'm gonna sue your ass.
Yeah, I was fucked up.
Man, I hate when people come in. I'll tell me, hey, man, don't drink, man, because then the fucking tattoo just bleeds and bleeds and bleeds. I'm like, dude, like I told you not to drink, man. There's always a homeboy. I'm like, hey, be all right, just keep on.
Right, yeah.
And they want a big ass tribal piece, all solid black. I'm like, hey, fool, like, man, like we're gonna be here all fucking day, man.
And then they got a fucking 2-4 and a striped cup or something. It's like, come on, man, you bleeding everywhere.
Have you ever tattooed anybody that had alligator skin?
Oh yeah, yeah. The oldest person I ever tattooed was probably close to his 70s, if not pretty late in the 70s. I got a good story about that. Matter of fact, he came in and man, this was probably like 3 or 4 years into my career. And he wanted a tattoo touched up. He had it on his right arm. And I'm like, what is it? And it was like 3 circles. It was a red outer circle, a white inner circle, or it was a blue outer circle, a white inner circle, and then like a red dot. I'm like, cool. You shoot darts or something? I don't know. You target practice? I'm like, that's what it looks like. And he's like, I got a story for you. I'm like, all right. So I started to tattoo him. His skin was kind of rough, but I mean, sometimes, man, the older they are, the easier it kind of goes in. You could tell right off the bat, when the needle touches them. But yeah, I was touching it up, man. And I'm like, so what's the story behind this? What is it? He's like, I woke up drunk. First of all, he was a veteran. And I don't know what war it was, but it was an OG. He was in like Thailand or somewhere, somewhere on the eastern side. And he was telling me about the tattoo. He's like, man, I couldn't figure it out. I woke up after a binger one night, gone, with the headache. Right arm was hurting. Had a tattoo. Checked it out. He's like, what the hell is it? Trying to figure it out. Couldn't figure it out, man. Until a couple of days later, then they got fucked up again, him and his buddies. And yeah, he went to go pop the top on the bottle, and that's what was on the bottle cap. Oh yeah, shit. He was like, "Oh shit, yeah."
He didn't know what to get.
He did. He was just drunk. He had the bottle. He was like, "Done deal."
Yeah.
I was like, "Hell yeah, man, let's go get drunk."
What was the funniest tat you ever did?
The funniest is a kid from here. I don't know. I mean, he might have been from here. Funniest thing, man. He didn't think about it. He got the word "pussy" tattooed in his lip, in his bottom lip. And like I did where it shows or the inner. Yeah, like you had to pull it down and show it. Yeah. He wanted the word "pussy" written with the $2 money dollar sign for the S's. I'm like, yeah, whatever, cool, right? He's got a little entourage with him, a bunch of kids. They're probably 19, 20. I mean, the kid was 20 that I tattooed. But yeah, when he got it, I finished and I was like, all right, get up, pussy lips. And he was just like, damn, the thought never crossed his head.
Yeah.
Like, damn. He had his girl with him though. She was like, that's hot. I'm like, man, y'all get out of here.
Yeah. Hey man, I tattooed this guy one time, Matthew Burley, man. If you're watching, man, because he's on my page. Hey dude, he wanted your name tattooed on his butt cheek, just your name, right? And he couldn't. They didn't let him in the Navy because of that shit.
Damn.
Yeah, man, I felt bad afterwards. Like I destroyed his fucking career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he wanted, man. Just so he can, for the bets. Hey, I bet you, $20. I got your name tattooed on my ass.
It's not worth it, kids.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, man. Some people get some. I know there's a lot of artists that won't tattoo your face. They won't tattoo your head, or you know what I mean, or fingers and stuff like that. Hands are a pain in the ass to tattoo. You know what I mean? I did whatever. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If that's what they want. That's what they want.
Yeah, give them what they want.
I ain't nobody to tell anybody, hey, you can't do this. You know what I mean? Let's my kids. I tell my son all the time. I say, hey, man, you get tattoos, man. I don't care where you get them. Just don't get them in your arms and your face, whatever, like I did. Because, I tattooed for a lot of years when I was younger. I thought I was going to do that forever, bro. You know what I mean? But shit happened and it just threw me in another direction and just went with that. And fuck it, here we are.
I think a lot of like the newer generations don't realize how permanent these tattoos are. It's like, come on, y'all. Like, nah, I'm good. I'm working over here at Subway. Like, Subway. Come on, bro.
40 hours a week,
bro.
They're giving me $10 an hour.
Right.
Shit, I'm gonna be manager next week.
Hey, and if you work at Subway, nothing against that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We're just saying, Yeah, just like me, man. My teachers when I was fucking up in school, they would tell me, hey, man, how did she tell me? I hope you enjoy flipping burgers when you get older.
Hey,
good luck making fries or shit like that. And hey, look what I'm doing for a living.
Hey,
so
hell yeah, that's
I
it.
fulfilled my destiny.
That's it. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, it ain't nothing wrong. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, man. You know what I mean? Hey, life's hard. You gotta get a job that pays, restaurant, whatever. Hey, dude, everybody has their shit. I ain't trying to be judgmental, none of that. I'm just, just saying. Fucking what was what was the ugliest tattoo you ever did that you weren't proud of?
Ugliest. I don't know, man. Even the terrible ones, I'm pretty proud of. The jank ones too. Like,
you done any stupid ones?
Stupid. I mean, there's a line between, I don't know, my idea of stupid and like other. Because I don't know, there's some people that I'm like, God damn, that's fucking stupid. I'm like, hell yeah.
Go for it, man. It's badass.
Yeah, get it right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep my opinion out of that one.
Yeah. But come on, man, spill it.
Man, I'll say this, like the love for the art for me came at a young age. I can vividly remember, like photographic memory of being, in the ride with my mom and dad. That's when my parents were still together. They were divorced when I was young. But I remember being in the car, coming to, the train tracks and the train rolling by, and then just seeing my first tagging on there. Yeah. And I'm just like in awe, that's it. Like that was it.
That's what you wanted to do.
Boom. Candles lit,
Yeah.
Get it before it burns out. So that was it, man. And then, I was thinking like, dang, I gotta see these trains, where are the trains? Let me find the train tracks. And then, seeing graffiti apart from the train tracks was like, dang, this is just, it's everywhere,
Yeah. How old were you when you first got your first tattoo?
My first tattoo, man, I think I was like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, my mom's boyfriend did it.
Does she know that?
Yeah, she knows that. She was there. Yeah, she was there. I wanted my first one, and she kind of hyped it up. She was like, yeah, get it on your chest, get it big, like I'm like, hell yeah, let's do this. Like, but yeah, I mean,
did it hurt?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it took
on the chest. How old were you?
Yeah, like 15, 16. No shit. Yeah. And it was just never looked back from there. Yeah. Stole homeboy's machine. I mean,
yeah, it's crazy, man. I was 13 when I first got my tattoo.
Yeah.
And I got it on my arm, a little cholo dude. It was Luciano Balades in Bloomington, Texas. I was a kid, man. That's why I gave him his middle name, Luciano.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the first person that tattooed me, man. And then I went home and I got my ass whooped. Well, I think my mom found out a couple of days later. I think somebody told her whatever. She said, hey, cabrón, ven pa' acá. I said, what? She goes, déjame mirar tu brazo. I said, for what? She goes, take your shirt off. I was like, I ain't gonna take off my shirt. She goes, you better take your shirt off right now. And I took it off. She goes, what the fuck is that? But my mom barely speaks. At the time, she barely spoke English. You know what I mean? But she was so mad. She said, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? I said, it's a tattoo. And bah, she fucking hit me, right? I was like, fuck. She's like, why you mark yourself like that? You crazy and this and that. I remember she went and she got a knife and she came up to, she put it down. She said, I'm here, take it off. And I was like, fuck, man. So I was there and I kind of like scraped it. I was like, oh, because it was French. You know what I mean? I was 13, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to take it off. And she was pissed off. I remember I got my ass whooped because of that shit. And then as I got older, I kept getting more and more and more. And then I was sleeved up before I was even 18, you know what I mean? And then I just went from there. And then, I got locked up and I got more tattoos. And then I started getting more and more and more and more and more. And then I'm fucking...
It's addicting, man.
I'm about maybe 75% covered in my body.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, man.
Trying to get there, man. Trying to get there.
I see these new kids these days, their faces are all covered in tattoos.
Straight to the neck.
And I'm like,
just
man.
Straight to the neck.
I'm like, do I look stupid like that?
Nah.
Because it's just like, they just got random, just like just bullshit. You know what I mean? It doesn't really go with what they looked at. Man, let me tell you a quick story. I had got locked up here in Corpus. And when they took me to the jail, right, we're all standing in line and they make everybody take off their shirts so they can do their tattoos and stuff, whatever. I was the second one in line, and I remember I took my shirt off, and the lady goes, go to the back of the line. You're going to be last. I was like, why? She was like, because you have too many tattoos. Like, all right. So I go to the back of the line. There's like 9 guys, right? And the next guy goes in front of me. He has tattoos on his face, on his head. He takes his shirt off, and he only has like 1 or 2 tattoos right here.
Yep.
But from the sleeve was covered, and, both sleeves were covered, half bottom. It's like whatever, you put a shirt on, that's what shows they got tattooed. They weren't, I didn't get completely my face done or anything until I got almost my whole body done first. You know what I mean?
Same,
Before I ran out of room, so I started adding on my face and on my head and shit. And I remember going up the line, whatever, and like almost every guy was like that. And when I took my shot, I was the last guy, you know, and here at the county, whatever, they have you in the middle doing that, and all the tanks are all around, and all these dudes were just staring at me, right? I'm like, man, these motherfuckers gonna want to fight me and shit, you know what I mean? Because they're gonna know where I'm from and this and that. And I take my shirt off and I'm there for like 15, 20. They're taking pictures of all my tattoos and shit. They put me in a tank, whatever, and them dudes were just like kind of mad dogging me and shit. I go in and they're like, hey man, I like your tattoos, they're badass. And I was like, goddamn, times have changed, man. Back then it would have been, hey man, where you from? Who you roll with? And they are, ready to fucking start fighting and shit. And I was like, man, I'm kind of glad though. You know what I mean? Because I ain't built for that shit no more, bro. I'm a fucking house cat, man. You know what I mean? I just stay my ass at home.
Homebody.
But tattoos can get you in a lot of shit nowadays, man. Or back then, también, But you ever covered up any gang tattoos?
Yeah, definitely.
But by Texas law, you can do anybody, right? Kids and shit like that, underage.
So I mean, there's a lot of hoops to jump through if you're underage. I mean, you got to get an affidavit from a judge. You got to get the judge to sign off. There's a bunch of stipulations in the I don't know if it's a health code handbook or a law book, but I mean, the tattoo that they're covering has to be like either vulgar, diminishing, or pornographic or gang culture. And then it's got to be approved by a judge and signed off. There's so many hoops to go through. It's just like,
yeah, man. I remember when I was tattooing at a shop, it was a lot of paperwork, man. You have to have the license. You have to have, your paper has to be on point because they come and check sometimes.
yeah. Oh yeah.
They'll pull up and shit, and you get in trouble for not having the right paperwork and shit.
It's got to be pretty bad. It's got to be really bad, or you got to have like some people that just tell on you.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, as long as you're doing clean shit.
Yeah. Did you ever pierce?
I didn't. I mean, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Out of the crib, when back in the day, that I always tell people that I have like 3 different I guess like lifestyles for the tattoo. The first one was just get that money. Didn't care about the art, just get that money. Just out of the crib, trying to get $40-50 a day, you're good. So, I'll be man enough to say that I disrespected the craft when I started by just putting the money first before everything.
Yeah.
And then it got tiring and it got boring, put it down, walked away, did some other stuff, found other careers, and went back to art, not tattooing, but, drawing, painting, and was like, you know what? I'm going to put, the artistry into the tattooing. And then it was like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Now it's already to the point where it's like, try to develop your own style. You get good enough that you want to do something off the wall. But yeah, I mean, you gotta pay your dues. Just gotta put in the work.
Yeah, you draw a lot of you do a lot of custom, right?
Yeah. I love to draw on the body, like just go straight up with markers. But like I said, it's a big trust issue thing. Yeah. You gotta gain somebody's trust. Because I mean, I believe in myself all day.
Yeah,
I believe.
That's why I let you tattoo my face. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna let just anybody tattoo my face. You know what I mean, or my head, or you know what I mean. Especially that area right there. Arm, shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, I usually know who knows how to do what, or
It's all about respect for it. Like I said, the 3 different phases of tattooing that I went through. The first one I didn't have any respect for it, and I hate to say that, but that's the reason my career has taken me so long. Like it took 20 years to get to this point, when in reality I shouldn't have been a little hard-headed fool and just drew all my drawings. Went to somebody respectively and asked for an apprenticeship. Yeah. I mean, apprenticeships, you got to give a love to the craft. And the apprenticeship, that's where you're gonna get it from. You ain't gonna learn how to tattoo.
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna be sweeping and washing cars, and I mean, for me, it was like picking up somebody's mail or painting, hanging drywall. I think I learned more about home repairs than tattooing in the first times I was apprenticing. And I mean, I already knew how to tattoo. I already came from tattooing. Shout out Francisco Hinojosa. That's my mentor. I owe that dude everything. He taught me so much more than just art. He taught me that you're your own person. Being self-employed, you never You never leave the job alone. You never get a time to, not think about things. This shit will haunt you. You'll lay in bed and think about like, did I pack enough black?
Yeah,
Are they gonna go to work tomorrow and scratch it? Like, oh man, I just know like you just got all these different things running through your head, and then you got about 100, messages, and it's a lot to keep up with. I would tell anybody that's trying to get into it, pay your dues, man. Pay your dues, put in the work, find somebody who you love, because your work is gonna reflect what they do.
Yeah, I didn't get better until I started working for Spidey when he started apprenticing me. Man, he was a real dude back then. I don't know how it is now, but then the old schoolers, whatever, they were fucking strict, man. He would come in the shop. You ain't fucking drawing? Nah, get the fuck out. He was like that, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see you fucking drawing, and you ain't doing no, because I did nothing but Flash when I just started, dude. And I wasn't doing good shit. You know what I mean? It was just fucking bullshit ass chicken scratch, you know what I mean? And then when I got with him, he showed me how to set the machine right. You know what I mean? There was a lot of things with the rubber bands, can't have it too tight, but tight enough, and how you set your needle, and how you, pull your lines and stuff, and, how you wisp in and wisp out, you know what I mean? You can't just stop, because then you leave a dot. There's a lot of shit, man. There's a lot of technique to tattooing, man, that, that people need to understand. It's not just, you know what I mean? And then while you're tattooing, the skin's vibrating too, so, you gotta know how to pull your straight line and shit, and
or that customer's got their phone and they drop it and they care more about the phone than the tat.
I remember one time I tattooed this girl's back, dude. I did a cross, and man, she kept moving. I tell her boyfriend, hey, bro, she needs to stay straight. These lines are gonna start coming out crooked, man. She kept on, doing this, and like, you know what I mean? It was just a pain in the ass, man. And then you get the ones that just lay there like a dead body, bro. Those are the best ones, man. They don't move, they don't squimish.
They bring a blanket, they bring a pillow, they bring snacks, That's the dream ones. And then they tip, and then they give you creative control. Yeah. Then they, I don't know, send you a Christmas card or something.
Yes.
Shout out to those ones. Yeah.
Yeah. You ever had to tattoo anybody's winky?
Man, nah.
I wouldn't do.
Don't get me wrong. I've been in no man's land. But I ain't never. Nah.
Yeah.
You want to?
Nah.
He said he wants to get the Incredible Hulk on it, so when it gets hard, it's all big.
Yeah, one thing though is you always run into that stuff. Like when you're in a shop, like people coming through, like you gotta be quick with that too. Like, hey man, I'm like, I don't know, man. Before I see your junk, let me see your ID, 'cause you look kind of young. Like you always gotta go through, man. You gotta be fast. You gotta get ready, because most of these New Balance shoe wearing dads are gonna be in there like, you ever tattoo some titties? Like, come on, man, go sit down, bro.
Everybody done that.
Yeah, like you check this out, and they show you a tribal armband. It's like, damn, man, come on.
Yeah, man.
Killing me.
I hated doing tribal, bro, and I hated tattooing all the, like, what was it, that infinity symbol, and like feathers that just, like, and birds that turn into something. Like, I hated that. Man, I ain't trying to do this shit. I want to do some gangster shit. You know what I mean? I always want to do charras and like, prison style black and gray, or like cultura and stuff like that, Aztec shit.
Yeah.
That's what I like, the Aztec stuff. That's what I used to like doing, And I would come in like, oh, we want to get infinity symbols and mom and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to do that shit.
As the years go on, man, and I see people, because I mean that's all you do is you interact with people on a daily. Yeah. It's like you can either be, shy or not outgoing, or just, conservative and not go out of your way and talk to people, and then that money will just walk out of the door. Yeah. Or you can work that tongue, and like pull anybody.
I always try to talk them into like doing something better. Like, you don't want to do that. Everybody has that, Yeah,
exactly.
Cooler if you do this, and about 75% of the time they'll fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're right. Should you ever worked any tattoo shops that are rock and roll?
Just. What do you mean, just straight?
Like, I mean, talking about like in a ghetto ass tattoo shop.
Oh yeah. I've been. yeah. Heck yeah.
Hey, bro, I tattooed at Dago's in Galveston. And Houston back in the early 2000s.
That's OG, man.
It was fucking wild, man. Fucking everybody was packing. Tattoos came off like I think they closed down already. I think they already shut down. If I'm not mistaken, but I remember when I was there, Dago, the owner, he was real cool, man. He was a real cool guy. Whatever, give me a chance to tattoo over there, and it was like an assembly line, bro. You go up to the cashier, they give you a ticket, and it has a number, and you call out the number. Hey, number 95. Number 95 walks through, and they already make your stencils.
Everything.
No, yeah. You have to write down what you make, like who you tattooed, and the number of the ticket, and you keep the tickets.
Yeah.
And I remember like the people, they already have the stencil ready for you, like people making stencils and stuff, whatever. And you just all night long, bro, just tattooing like $20-$30 tattoos, names, and names were real popular and shit back then. And like little tattoos, they would give away a little free tattoo, whatever. Like if you get this, your girl gets a little free tattoo.
Like novelty.
Yeah,
novelty
you know what
tattoos.
I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, man, that place was crazy. I wasn't there, but two dudes ran in with some gauges and tried to rob everybody. Man, dude, they went into the wrong fucking
They didn't even move. Nobody
dude,
in the
like,
shop was
there's like 18 people tattooing there, and everybody's packing, bro. It looked like a movie.
Yeah.
Everybody draw their guns at them, like, you know, like, who the fuck you robbing? You know what I mean?
Baby in the strollers got a gauge or something. Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. They had pit bulls laying inside the shop, which was a big no-no. You know what I mean? Galveston too. That's whenever Hurricane Katrina had hit.
Oh wow.
And we had some gangs from Louisiana that were there, and then we had other people from Houston. They didn't get along during that time, and they were gonna have a shootout in the middle of the shop and shit. And I'm there like, oh fuck, man. I'm over here on fucking parole and shit. And I'm over here. I'm not even supposed to be here and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't get permission to even be out. Be out there and shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, here we go, man. I'm gonna get in trouble for some shit that had nothing to do with me. You know?
Man, it's. I'm glad you said that. It's funny you say that. Like one of the worst things, and I see a lot of it. And it's a demographic thing.
Yeah.
It's 361, man. It's Corpus Christi. A lot of like baby mama, baby daddy drama, just like in the shop, out of the shop. Like that's happened everywhere. I've seen that. I don't care if it's
I have
a high scale shop, low scale shop. Always, you always got either a baby mama, baby daddy come through the door like, what the fuck you doing in here? Where you at? Oh, you got money for a tattoo, but yeah. And then you're just there like, yo, I'm just trying to get paid.
Yeah, I remember I was covering up a name on this dude's neck. We did like a Sacred Heart he just wanted to cover it up, right?
Yeah.
And she fucking shows up and she's fucking mad. You motherfucker, you're gonna cover up my name for real? We've been together this long. Fuck you. And then I'm tattooed and she starts punching him in the face. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, like
you're like, knock him out.
I'm like, oh shit, you know. Man, dude, it's fucking wild, bro. Fucking tattoo shop, you see some crazy shit, man.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, man. Baby mama drama. It's like, and it's like they didn't call, they didn't text. They saw your Snap or your Instagram. It's like day giveaway, man. Y'all need to stop posting where y'all at.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah, man. Ryan Good.
That's my cuz.
Yeah.
Shout out cuz.
Yeah, man, shit. Tattooing, when I tattooed it was fucking wild, bro. It was like all kinds of shit going on all the time.
It's the jungle, man.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I always tell people too, especially like new tattooers coming into it, you got to think, man. Some tattooers are like, man, I don't care, bro. Give me this. Or you got something that you want to do? Like, yeah, do that. And then you got people, man. Like, I classify them. There's two types of people. There's the tatted and then there's the untatted.
Yeah.
Like you could have 2-3 tattoos on you. You still untatted.
Yeah.
You're still in that untatted category.
Yeah. People ask me, hey, how many tattoos you have? I just got one.
It's like
just one big tattoo, my whole fucking body. You know?
Yeah, it's the ones that people were covered and shit. It's like, yo, you want to check it out in the mirror? Nah, just
Yeah. And I forget I have them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I really do forget. You know what I mean? And then I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh shit, that's right. I'm fucking covered in shit.
I always think, man, take your time, have patience, because these are the untatted. You got to have patience, man, because there's some that are like, I don't like it here. Move it. And then you move it stencil 20 times, and then they finally put the stencil right back to the first place they put it. I ain't got a problem with that, man. It's like, I understand, people, the untatted, they just want that one thing for the rest of their life. They're just trying to have.
And it has to mean something.
Yeah. It's got to be, it's on their spine or something, like.
I think a person that's real bad with commitment, they shouldn't get a tattoo.
Yeah, not at all.
Shouldn't get a tattoo.
Not at all. If you're bringing 20 people with you to the shop,
oh, I hate that shit.
And you're asking each one of them, what do you think? It's like, man, I don't even have the same friends that I had in high school.
Yeah.
And I could give a fuck less what they thought about
for real, man. For real.
Like, yeah, that's
956 Business Review says hello. What's up, man?
Yay. 956.
Frankenstein, JJ Jimenez, sad I didn't make it. Yeah, bro, man. We'll set up for another date, man. I really want to hear those repo stories.
Yeah, bro.
There's gonna be some crazy shit, man. Every time I talk to him, hey man, this dude threw a cinder block at me.
Yeah,
hey man,
yeah.
this guy pulled a gun out on me. Yeah, I had to chase this chick. And like, no, but I say, dude, I didn't get you on the fucking podcast,
Yeah,
bro.
hell yeah,
That's
man.
good stories, man. Yeah, man, shit. How old were you when you started tattooing?
It was like by the time I was getting tattooed, so like
Uh-huh.
15, 16,
Yeah.
16, 17.
What was your first machine?
My first machine was a Superior.
So was mine,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
the
yeah.
yellow jacket.
Mine was a black. I mean, I don't even remember what it was called, but it was from Superior. I mean, the OGs know what Superior is. You get that catalog.
Yeah.
It's got them machines. Yeah, it was a black Superior, and honestly, I sold it, man. It was still whipping good and everything.
Mine came with that little cheap ass power supply, the little click one.
Oh,
Those
yeah,
were
the
shitty, bro. Like, yeah,
preset
fucking
voltage.
You
Yeah.
couldn't even fucking dial them in right and shit. Machines all fucking just going off.
Yeah, man.
Man, I used to love the sound of the machine until I got tatted, and you're like, fuck. But you know what? When I was younger, man, I fucking hardly felt shit getting tattooed. I guess that's why I have so many. I could sit there. I would sit 8, 10 to 12 hours at a time getting tattooed. Now that I'm older, man, I'm like, fuck, man, hurry the fuck up, man.
Same, man. Same. All the tattooers know, man. Every time they tattoo me, I'm like, you got an hour, dog.
Yeah.
Do what you can. Like, I don't even care if you finish or not.
You do
got
tap
an hour.
outs?
Me personally, yeah. I mean, I'll charge somebody for the day.
Uh-huh.
And then plus, I'll hook somebody up.
Yeah, I know you're real reasonable, man. You know what I mean? So there's not a lot of tattoo artists that are reasonable. And
I
I don't understand.
man.
It's art, bro. Like, hey, if you can spend $150, $300 on a pair of shoes, why the fuck can't you do that on your skin? You know,
For
what I mean?
real,
It's gonna be there forever.
That's one thing that I always tell anybody I ever tattoo. I'm like, you're sure? You're positive? 100%? It's the only thing you're gonna take to the grave with you?
Yeah.
Once they hear that, they're like, can we move it? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, move it 100 times.
Yeah,
man.
I'd rather do it like that than give somebody something they're gonna regret in a couple of days, and then you know what I mean.
That's it, man.
They're gonna hate it, and then it just it goes from there. Like I said, I've done some fucked up tattoos on family members and shit. So, and they're like, hey man, when you gonna cover this? I'm like, man, fuck, I'm sorry, bro. You know. What I mean?
But then again, too, that's where the good stories come from.
Yeah.
Man, I've got some pretty jank tattoos on me.
Yeah, me too. I have a few.
And there's some that I love that I'm like, man, I remember the exact moment, remember, almost the temperature, I remember everything, the whole day.
Did you tattoo your wife?
She don't got no tattoos.
She ain't got no tattoos?
She ain't got one. She don't have none.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, she tells me all the time, like, you say that I can't get none or whatever. I'm like, you get whatever you want.
Yeah.
But she's in that classification where it's like so indecisive. It's like, she tells me all the time, she's like, spray paint cans are cool. She's like, but you got a lot of them on you and you just keep getting more. I'm like, that's what I like. That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what I'm cool with. Like, plus I'm one of those ones that's like, I know what the fuck I want. I don't give a fuck about nobody's opinion.
Yeah.
I could really care less. Like,
well, that's how it should be. It's your body. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
put what you want on there.
for sure.
Yeah. My wife, she has a lot of tattoos too.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've done almost all of them. She has a lot. There's a lot of shit I got to fix up on her. I fixed up quite a bit of them over the years, and they look way better than what it was before, man. It was a bunch of bullshit. But, I've tattooed my other son. I've done quite a bit of work on him. And now my youngest son, I told him, I'll do one on him, whatever, but just on his arm or something.
Hell yeah.
I tell my kids, when you're 15, I'll let you get one. You know what I mean? Just to get that itch out the way. You know what I mean? Might as well. Rather him than going to somebody out the house and fucking him up. You know what I mean?
Honestly, when I got my first tattoo, my mom's boyfriend did it, like I said, and she was cool with it.
Yeah.
It was nothing. My dad has always been heavily tattooed.
Yeah.
Sleeves and other stuff. And I was so afraid, because I was with my mom when I got it, and then I went with my dad for like the summer or something. And I was so afraid of my dad seeing it. Like, I'm like, man, I don't want him to see it. Like, he's just, I don't know what he's gonna do. He could blow up on me, and finally I slipped up, and he saw it, and he just looked at me and just looked at the tattoo, looked at me, looked at the tattoo, was just like,
In disgust.
man, that looks like shit.
Yeah.
And just walked away. I'm like, but you know what? After that, the following year after that, Christmas time, he bought me a machine, man.
Oh, no shit.
He bought me a machine.
That's
Back
badass,
in the
man.
days, the old machines that were badass was man, I feel like shit because I don't remember the name, but they were G's. They were like the letter G,
Uh-huh.
and a bunch of Chinese knockoffs. They sold a bunch of them, And my dad, I mean, he went and he got me one, man. And I remember Christmas getting a little box. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, open it up. It's a machine. I'm like, damn.
You still have it?
I do. I still do. Yeah.
Badass, man.
He gave me that one, then he gave me another one. Yeah, that's what I was gonna lead up to, man. He actually ended up tattooing me, and I actually ended up tattooing him. And I got some stuff that's unfinished by him on my ribs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I remember
Fucking
when
ribs, man.
yeah, bro. I remember when he did it, and I was just like, "Hey, you killing me, bro."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're killing me, bro."
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's just a tattoo, you know." And I think he's like done, you know, like this fool just beat on my ribs for like 4 hours. Like, I think he's good. I go look in the mirror and it's half an outline, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're done.
Yeah,
we're
fuck this
done.
shit.
I'm like, damn, what did I do to you, Dad? Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
I had a guy tell me one time I did a rib piece on him, and I said, "You sure you want on your ribs, man? You got a big back, fool." I'm like, nah, what are my ribs? It was I think it was like some demon hands holding a demon baby, whatever.
Yeah.
I said, "Dude, it'll look good on your back." He was like, nah. I want it on my side. I said, all right, fool. Start doing his side since we started. All in pain, man. And after like 3 hours into it, he's shaking, bro, sweating, and he's like, "Man, I can't believe I'm paying you to do this to me." I'm like, "I told you not to do it on your side, fool." And at the time, like I was maybe like a year or two in, I wasn't very much experienced in there. That came out, you know, kind of
like I told you.
Yeah,
I told you. Yeah.
And then too, he wanted Satan on his hand, whatever, with the pentagram and shit. I fucking misspelled. I put Satin.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I put Satin on there. He goes, "What the fuck is this, man?" He goes, "People didn't think I worship Satin."
That was God. That was God.
Yeah, that was God.
He's like, "Hey, look.
I just did some praying hands right before that tattoo too, so that's probably why.
That's what I always tell everybody. I'm like, man, every time I do a Jesus piece, I'm like, you see this Jesus?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's for you. Don't forget me, dog.
I got a lot of evil shit tattooed on me. I just like it. I like horror. I like all the the crazy shit, whatever. I got a lot of it on me and stuff. I got some demons and devils and stuff. Like I got pentagram on my stomach and shit. And
damn, bro.
Yeah, I know, man.
Who are you?
Yeah, I just got a bunch of, but it's not because I'm a devil. Where I just like, you know, I like the horror shit, whatever, you know. That's why I got it, you know. But I got a couple religious tattoos too. I think. I got so many tattoos. Like I forget, you know. I got some praying hands on my arm. I got Virgin Mary on my leg. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Fucking silent. You are a demon. Whatever, my mom.
You
know, David.
Who? Oh, David.
Yeah,
Dang.
your number one fan.
Yeah. Hey, get another diamond badge, dog. Hell yeah.
I did some work on him. I did a Raiders emblem back of his head. I did the lowrider logo.
Okay,
on his face.
Yeah.
I did quite a bit of work on him. You know, he punked out on his ribs though. I did his ribs.
Damn.
He tapped out. He was all crying and shit.
Riblets are no joke,
yeah,
bro.
They ain't no joke, man.
Hell no.
They ain't no joke. That shit just hurt, man. It does hurt.
I recently got like my midriff done, and shout out Devin Costa. Yeah, I'm like, you get an hour, dog. You get an hour. Do what you can,
get
bro.
It in. Yeah.
Trying to put white highlights and shit. I'm like, get two white highlights. That's it, dog.
Yeah.
Dots.
What was your most painful tattoo that you got?
Man, honestly, bro, is like one of my smallest. It's my wife's name. It's on my finger.
Yeah, the fingers fucking hurt, man.
The worst 2 minutes of my life, bro.
Yeah.
I just remember homeboy looking up, and I was just.
And my fingers, we had to do them 3 times from the stick. I got Vato Loco and Gothic OD on my knuckles.
Yeah.
From the movie and shit. And man, that shit fucking hurt, man.
Yeah. That's the worst.
Yeah.
The only thing that can compare to that is the foot.
Yeah, I got my feet tattooed too. Yeah,
but
the one that hurt me the most.
I only got one foot.
My forehead was the most painful one.
Yeah.
Out of all my tattoos, I think my forehead was the worst. Sheesh. That shit really fucking hurt.
Ain't no joke, man.
Yeah,
that shit's killer.
But yeah, man. If you want, we're already coming to an hour. If you want to tell everybody where you're at, and
Yeah. So you can check out my Instagram or Facebook. I have a page. One word, no spaces, no anything. It's The Art of Gabe Herrera. GabeHerrera.
And you work with everybody, right? You believe in the barter system and all that?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
For trades and stuff. You trade me for food.
Yeah. What I say? What I always say? The 4 Gs, man. Guns, gold, ganja. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, plus I work with anybody's budget. I mean, I'm pretty lenient. Shout out to Jason Perez, like I said, just one tattoo. We're located at 1302 Ayers Street. I think it's Suite 1, whatever. I mean, you'll see the big just one on the window. Yeah.
Yeah, Big K Macias. I remember I tattooed him too. In Victoria. I used to have a shop in Victoria a long time ago. But all right, man. Thank you for coming, bro. Man,
it was appreciate it. It was fun, man.
Yeah, thanks for filling in last minute, man.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah,
I wish I would have promoted it better,
Well, I mean, shit. Hey, we can always do it again.
Yeah,
man.
well, we can do it again, man. Hell yeah.
I got some crazier stories. We'll get away from the tattooing and we'll go to tell some hood stories. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the hood, man. Shout out Gregory, Texas. Gregory, Texas. Yeah. I'm from Gregory.
Solid, bro. All right,
yeah, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm your host, ElVago, owner, operator of ElVagoburgerandbbq, located at 4701 Banana Drive, Motown, Texas, Molina neighborhood.
Welcome to the Volo podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo podcast, no cap, true stories, what you know about that? Welcome to the Volo podcast, home of the black sheep and the outcast. Welcome to the Volo podcast, no cap, true stories, what you know about that?